guys, this is Jacob with H.I.T coming at you with another video. This is going to be the second training in the second cycle of high intensity training. Today we're going to do legs and abs, and for those of you who've never watched the channel, thank you for tuning in. And the whole premise of the channel is based around high intensity training. I read the book High Intensity Training the Mike Mentzer Way, and I was really intrigued on his philosophy on bodybuilding, and so that's what we're going to make an attempt at doing here, is following his training philosophy. Most sets are to failure, and you only do one set, and so what sets it apart from other philosophies is it's a low volume, high intensity. So you do your warm-up sets, and then you go into your one and only set for your body part. So for instance, we'll do legs and abs today. So we'll do leg extensions, pre-exhaust set, followed immediately by a set of barbell squats, which will be a compound exercise. A lot of these trainings will be based around a isolation exercise to start off with. Leg extensions will be isolating the quads. Get 12 to 20 reps to failure. If you get between 12 to 20 and you're getting close to 20 and you realize you got more in the tank, when you're trying to figure out how much weight you can do to start off with, don't stop at 20. Go beyond 20. Get however many you can to failure, but ideally you want to get within that 12 to 20 rep range. And then immediately after, we'll go to a set of barbell squats, 8 to 12, no failure, because we don't want to fail on squats. I don't have a spotter. I have safeties on this barbell, but I've got people sleeping on here. I'm on the boat, and for those of you who have watched before, you know that I work on the boat, so there's people sleeping on here when I'm working out. So I try to be as courteous as I can and not bang the weights around and make a bunch of noise. So the idea is an isolation exercise and then a compound exercise. So whenever you isolate the quads, you pretty well burn them out with that 12 to 20 reps to failure. With the leg extensions, then you move immediately onto the set of squats, which is the compound exercise. So instead of only your thigh or your quads doing the work, it's your hips, your back, your hamstrings. It's not just your quads. So your quads are obviously involved, but to a large extent, but those other muscle groups helping the movement along will help you get more out of your exercise for the quads, which is the main target of the upper leg portions. Now, after that, we'll do a set of calf raises, 12 to 20 to failure, and then we'll do a set of sit-ups, 12 to 20 to failure. So all these are just one set. So that's what sets it apart, is the one set and the low volume. Also, another thing that sets this training apart is the recovery time. So I rest 4 days after this workout, go on to the next one, which will be shoulders and arms. Once I complete that workout, I'll go 4 days, hit legs and abs again, and so on and so forth. So there's 4 days of rest in between. So that sets this apart. And really the philosophy is a lot of it is set up around recovery time. Your body's got a limited recovery ability, and really focuses on intensity as well. So we've been doing this for close to 4 weeks now, a little under 4 weeks. I got tomorrow is my last day on the boat, and then I go home Wednesday. So in these 4 weeks, I've lost weight, because I've been eating in a calorie deficit, although the last 3 or 4 days I've really backslid on my diet, unfortunately, and I can feel it, and I feel worthless for doing that. I know I'm not, but really gives me that feeling. But so I'm gonna have to try to pick back up on that tomorrow, on not eating like a hog, but which is extremely hard to do. Those first 3 weeks we were super busy on the run we were on, and so I think that had a lot to do with me not even thinking about eating a lot. And now that we've had a little downtime the last 3 or 4 days, it's been the opposite. I've been doing a lot of cleaning around the boat and things like that, but as far as being out away from the boat on the tow, on the barges, putting barges in and stuff like that, dropping barges and pumping barges, and didn't really have a chance to eat too much. But now the galley's always accessible, so I go in there and I've been eating like little Snickers here and there, and hot Cheetos and things like that. The only thing that I'll say is that I've still been eating my diet food, which is a cinnamon raisin bagel in the morning and a hard-boiled egg, and then 8 ounces of Jocko Milk protein. And then at night, after 5 o'clock, I'll eat chicken, blackberries, banana, hard-boiled egg, honey, sometimes a little sriracha sauce. So I have been sticking with that. However, that doesn't make a difference if my daily calorie intake surpasses my daily maintenance level. I'm going to gain some weight, and we'll see either tomorrow or the day after I get home whether that's the case or not. Last time I weighed, I was 205. That's when I did the physique check last week. So we'll see if I have gained any weight. And also, I've been hitting the treadmill the last 2 or 3 days. I believe 3 days ago I did 3 miles, 2 days ago I did 1.5 miles, and then yesterday I did 3 miles because I've been eating like a hog. I thought maybe that would help out a little bit, which I'm sure it will, rather than being completely sedentary. But still, it's just hard. I mentioned this in a previous video that it doesn't seem right that it was easier for me to quit. I used to dip. It was easier for me to quit that and quit drinking than stop eating junk and eating all the time. It's like impulse. It's like I gotta learn impulse control, and I'm sure I know I'm not the only one, but all I know to do is just kind of take it on the chin and stop doing it, of course, but don't stop doing this. That's not going to work out in my favor at all, because I think if you got an anchor point, something you can go back to, even if you are kind of backsliding, at least when you go back to that, there's some maybe peace or solitude or a rock you can go back to kind of reset. And also another thing I wanted to talk about was before we start the workout was confidence, because with this here, I'm not an expert at all, and a lot of this I'm just trying out from reading the book High Intensity Training the Mike Mentzer Way. So I can't really purport to know anything. I can just say that I've read it and that I really believe in what he put out there, and I have faith in it. That's why the channel is named what it is, because I think it brings a kind of an interesting perspective on muscle building, and I believe it to work, and I believe it to be true. So we're testing that out. So confidence level is fairly low because I'm not really proficient in any of this. So I'm learning a lot. I'm learning all the time, which I love being in that learning phase of anything I try new, because you can't, I'm open-minded to learning. There's been a couple of comments like on my pectoral flies on the chest and back workout video, probably doing too much weight with the flies, and I was doing more of a pressing movement than a fly movement, and a guy pointed that out to me. and I took that into account, and I'll adjust on the next video. And these are things that if you've been doing it for a long time, it's probably common sense to you. But there's a little kind of a level of ego there with everybody. So I think that probably plays a part in it whenever I do something like that, and I should probably lower weight. And I got to get over that. But so there's that, and then also there was another workout I was doing. I don't know, somebody said something about the way I was trying to put the wrist straps on when I went to deadlift the other day, and I said in the video that it was probably going to look pretty goofy when I was trying to do it, because for whatever reason, wrist straps just, they're super simple, but for whatever reason, it's like doing a Rubik's Cube to me. I just can't. I feel so stupid when I try to use them. But the guy was, I don't know if he was making fun of it or what he was doing, but he said, "Yo, what are you doing with the straps?" And it's like, hey, you're right. It looks stupid, don't it? But over time, I will get better at it. That's all I can do. I just take the bump and keep going. And so that's when I started thinking about confidence, and I thought, well, that would be like me having one of you guys out here that doesn't work this job that I'm doing, and I've been doing for over 6 years, going on 7, and us doing a few basic tasks around the boat or on the barges, things that are just second nature to me anymore. And then I've got the utmost confidence in my ability to wire barges in and go through locks and keep up on the boat, and working on how to deal with managing a crew, which is far and away the most difficult part of the job. But some of you guys might not have confidence at all in your abilities because you've never done it before. It's foreign to you. So I just really hold on to that. The fact that when I started out here, I didn't have any confidence because I didn't know what I was doing. I thought that I would never catch on to anything out here. I thought I would just be like a green deckhand my whole time out here, because there was just no way I was going to be able to comprehend all the things that were going on around me. It was a complete culture shock, basically, to come out here and start working. But over time, slowly, as I progressed, got better, started paying attention, things started clicking, showed initiative, worked with good people that showed me the way, and people that didn't show me the way showed me what not to do by observing them. Now I have a confidence level to where I can feel like I can lead somebody in a direction out here and kind of impose my way of doing things on them, and which most people know. Whenever I train them, I'll tell them, like, this ain't the only way to do it, but I try to go out of my way to make sure it's the right way, to where you're always thinking about the back end of things. Well, if I do it this way, what could the possible outcomes be? Am I going to have to go back and redo it later on? Is it going to cause a problem later on that I'm going to have to fix? I really try to tap that into guys out here and kind of really gauge or gear things towards an emergency standpoint, to where just simple things you don't even think about, where if you see something that's set up a certain way, set it back up that way, no matter what it is. Lines, wires, supplies, whatever. You gotta have some kind of order. If you don't have order, you have chaos. So the way I tell people is, if you keep things in a certain order, even things that aren't emergency equipment, then whenever the time comes to start grabbing stuff in a hurry, then you can automatically go to that thing that you were thinking about. It just makes it a whole lot easier. But if you just don't care and have total disregard for how things are set up, when you do get in that emergency situation, you're going to be in a bad way. So I think that's pretty important to me. So I guess I said all that to say that you know, if you're just starting something out, if you've got anything that you're good at or you believe to be really good at, remember how it was when you first started and compare that to where you are now, so that whenever you go to do something new like I'm doing with this, I can look back and say, well, you know, I wasn't too good at this whenever I first started, but I just kept chipping away and hammering at it, and eventually got better. So as long as I keep my head on straight, that's what I'm going to do here, continuously improve. And then whenever I backslide, like I have done for the past 3 or 4 days with the not eating right, then I got this anchor point I can go back to if I keep at it. So and like I always say, if you guys got questions or comments about what I'm doing, or my job, or you know, critiques, anything like that, just put them in the comments. So I think that'll do for the lecture today. Usually I've got things a little bit set up whenever I get in here. Before I start the video, I'll have the monkey's feet out for the leg extensions, or I have sometimes I'll have the few things set up, but right now I don't have anything set up, so which it won't take long because I've done these workouts a couple of times now. One improvement I'm going to try to make from the last legs and ab workout was whenever I did the leg extensions with the monkey's feet, my feet kept hitting the floor with the dumbbells, and I figured out that the seat, you got the back and then you got the seat wasn't raised up, or it wasn't elevated, it was flat. So I think whenever I go to do them, I'm going to elevate the seat, put the rag bundle up under the hamstrings, and see if that doesn't help out a little bit. I think it will, because that's what I did in the first video. Whenever I did leg extensions one leg at a time with the monkey's feet, that really seemed to help out whenever I raised the elevation of the seat. So we'll try to make that improvement. And also my squat, I'm only doing 200. I did 200 last workout. I tried 225 the first workout. I did a set of 4 and then another set of 4, which my rep range goal was 8 to 12 without stopping. So I reduced the weight down to 200 pounds, and then whenever I look back at my video, didn't look like I went deep enough in the squat. So gonna have to really keep that in mind. Other than that, we'll do the calf raises the same as we did last time. It's not probably the best way to do it, but it's the best way I can come up with what I've got. So I think next trip, I believe I'm going to buy or maybe when I'm home, I'll buy it and then have it sent to the dock, where we can have things delivered to. Like if we buy them on Amazon and things like that, we can pick them up whenever we go to the dock to get our supplies and take off our trash and stuff like that. I'm going to get a bench with a leg extension attachment, because these monkey's feet work really well, but they're just not what I'm looking for. They're you know, really wonky with what I'm trying to do. You know, if I wasn't doing this style of training, it would probably work out a lot better, because I wouldn't be so focused on the range of motion with the reps and things like that. So I reckon what we'll do now is get a little pre-workout loaded up. I thought I wasn't going to, but I'm going to anyway, because I had a couple of cups of coffee earlier, but I'm really kind of feeling a little tired. And another thing that I usually don't do, I ate before this workout. In the past, I haven't. So I I don't know if that's going to do anything. I don't think it will. I think the pre-workout will probably have more to do with better performance than the eating will, but we'll see. And I forgot the pre-workout in my room, so I'll be right back. Same as before at Jocko Nitro Pop pre-workout. Yep, so once I get this down, I'm going to put 135, 45 on each side of the bar. We'll do, I don't know, 6 or 8 reps for a warm-up on the squat, and then we will get our leg extensions set up, which I should probably do that first, because you don't want to warm up and then take too long to go right into your set, because why did you warm up in the first place if you're just going to let that blood flow to the muscles and whatever else has to happen, whatever them chemical processes are take place, and you're just going to waste it. But so I think we'll do that first. Get the leg extension set up with the monkey feet. got the bar loaded up with just 135 there. We'll do that warm up set, probably 5 or 6 reps. And then I'll put 205 on the bar, or 205 total, like I always say on the bar, like I'm putting 205 on the bar, but it'll be 205 pounds total. And then we'll do a set of leg extensions with the monkey feet, 25 pounds on each leg for that. Once we get done with that, we'll go immediately into the 205 for 8 to 12 reps on the squat. You always want to warm up with your compound exercise. So you've got your leg extensions as your isolation, your compound squat, warm up with the squat. Reason being, because if you just warm up with the leg extensions, that's your quads, isolating your quads. When you get to your compound exercise, you think, well, my back's not warmed up, or my hips, or rest of your body that you're using for the squat. So if you warm up with the squat, your quads will be warmed up, your back, your hips, all that. checking something out there. as ugly as that was. It was a set of leg extensions followed immediately by a set of squats. Now, I don't know what to say other than as far as the leg extensions go, I know that that's not good form, good technique. I can feel it in my quads, but that's not really what I'm going for. So that's why I'm gonna buy a bench with a leg extension attachment. So until then, that's what we'll be doing. Which the next workout you'll see, I'll be at the house, so I'll be at the gym, and it'll be a leg extension machine, and then instead of squats, I'll do leg press, which is what the book recommends, is a set of leg extensions followed immediately by a set of leg press. You can substitute squat for the leg press, but recommends leg press. So what we'll do now, I'm gonna kind of re-rack these weights, pick things up a little bit, take a brief rest, and then move on to a set of calf raises. it up here, so go ahead and do these set of calf raises, 12 to 20 to failure, with 60 pound in each hand dumbbells. After that, we'll take a brief rest and go to a set of abs. A set of calf raises. Take us another brief rest and we'll move on to a set of weighted sit-ups, which will be a 25-pound plate. chest it up now. We'll move on to a set of sit-ups. Rep range will be 12 to 20 to failure with a 25-pound plate. And then once we get done with that, that'll be all of it for this session. for the workout. Set of leg extensions followed immediately by a set of squats, superset fashion. Take a brief rest. Calf raises. Take a brief rest. Weighted sit-ups. I feel that workout went pretty decent, all but the leg extensions. Considering what I have to work with, I think I did decent. I wouldn't say great or the best, but I think I improved on the weighted sit-ups. You've seen in the beginning there, I used a 25-pound bumper plate, and I had to call an audible real quick because that just wasn't going to work. I've been using a smaller plate, the iron plate. Just thought I'd give the bumper plate a shot, see how that matched up, and it didn't match up too well, so I just went ahead and went with the iron plate again. And so I improved on that. I did 10 more pounds on the calf raises and got within the 12 to 20 range. The squat, I think I did 11 reps, which is 2 more than last workout. As far as the leg extensions go, I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and check. I know the form was horrible. Not too proud of it. But I think I'm going to get that bench and have it set at the dock there. So then when I get back on the boat, they should be on here. Or I might wait to order it right before I come back. So that way I'll get it and the other crew won't get it and they won't have to handle it. You know, they won't have to work around it or what have you. So hope everybody's doing all right. I go home in a couple of days, so I'm doing all right. Just gonna try to get through this last day on the boat, make it home safe, and the next video you'll see as far as the workout goes, unless I get on the treadmill tomorrow and do a little walking video, will be at the house. The next workout will be in the at the gym. So kind of looking forward to that. Trying to get a routine going at the house with my greens and my vitamins and protein, and get a little diet plan together for the next 28 days. So I'd say over these last 4 weeks we made some significant improvements. Eating in a calorie deficit, losing fat, muscle retention or muscle gain. Not sure. Really not sure. I've improved, seems like, on the workouts as far as the weight and reps go. So that is an improvement. But we've repeated legs and abs a couple of times. We've repeated chest and back, and we haven't repeated the shoulders and arms yet, which when I get to the house it'll be, let's see, yeah, it'll be slightly different than the workout on the boat because I have a lat machine for the biceps, and I'll have a cable machine for triceps extensions, and I'll have a little better dip setup than what I got on here. I was just using the handles on the treadmill for the dips when I did shoulders and arms workout. But either way, I hope everybody's doing all right, and thank you for watching. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Jacob with H.I.T. Thank you.